I love clothes, and I'm kind of a clothes horse. But homemade clothes? Didn't they go out with Little House on the Prairie?
Here's your present, Pa. You better like it because I made it.
But handmade is now big money.
Is there anything here that's not handmade?
That bicycle is handmade. We actually know the person who made it.
You're kidding. Those are handmade bicycles.
Yeah.
Rob Kalin is the 28-year-old founder of Etsy, an online marketplace for the creators of handmade merchandise. Over 170,000 Americans use Etsy to peddle crafts, clothes, and at least a couple of Apple cozies. In 2005, the site moved $160,000 worth of goods. In 2008, that figure jumped to $88 million.
Handmade isn't just this precious niche. I mean, this is serious business.
Right, and I mean, when I was in Davos talking at the World Economic Forum, I would go up to these people and they would say, well, what do you do? And I said, you know, I started a marketplace for handmade goods. And they would say, oh, you know, things made in Mexico and places like that. And I'm like, you know, no.
You heard right, Davos. A sweatshirted Kalin was in the company of movers and shakers like British Prime Minister Gordon Brown and Microsoft founder Bill Gates.
A lot of these guys, especially the bankers, are probably going to have to start making their own suits very soon.
Right, so I'm waiting for someone to make a joke to say, you know, well, some CEO is getting laid off from somewhere and say, well, you know, it's time for him to start making his own clothing or something.
Could you hook Warren Buffett up with a homemade suit?
I'd love to.
If I was ever going to make it to Davos, I needed my own handmade hoodie sweatshirt.
Okay, it's going to be 3 colors. One for the main body, another for the sleeves, and then a third for the very special design element.
You don't have to push it through or anything.
Armed with bolts of fabric, I sought the guidance of designer R. Maxwell Sherman. He makes and sells his own clothes through Etsy.
Yeah, I think this is a really nice earth tone palette you have going on here. And this is some really heavyweight, nice sweatshirt fleece.
With my colors set, yellow, camel, and green, we selected the patterns. Patterns you can find online.
This is a really simple hood pattern.
This is my head if it were flat.
Yeah, that's you as a paper doll.
Okay. To give my Rocco wear some extra flair, I added a hip maraca applique. And an hour and a half later, c'est fini.
This is very exciting. This is the first piece of clothing that I've ever made. I instantly feel an attachment to this sweatshirt.
But would my homemade hoodie pass muster with the high priestess of handmade, Martha Stewart? The author of her very own Encyclopedia of Crafting, Martha received me on the set of her show. Before I even dressed up, she was dressing me down.
It's already pilly a little bit, see?
Oh, gosh. What can I do, by the way, about my pilliness?
A D-pillar.
Okay, what is that, a spray, or?
No, I'll show you. This is a D-pillar.
Okay. I feel like I'm at airport security.
Once depilled, I was ready for Martha's judgment.
Did you sew that?
Yes.
Wow, and it fits very well. Did you use an overcast seam?
Yes.
Yes, let me see. You did not.
I meant no.
He did not. It would have been better if you had used an overcast, because on this kind of fabric, it gives more. Because this, if you pull really hard, will snap. Oh, look.
And do you know what those are?
MR.
Yes, but do you know what the shape is?
Like little, you're like ping pong.
Well, no, they're,
paddles.
No, like.
What? Oh, marimbas?
No, not marimbas.
Okay, so she didn't recognize my maracas. But overall...
no mistakes. Look at that. Look at this. That's hard to do.
A little bit hard. But looking this good
how are you?
is never easy.
I made it myself.
You really did?
Yeah.